What's going on, everybody? Welcome on down back to the Axe Slinger. This is the #1 channel that keeps it fucking heavy. It's been a long time. Axe Slinger's been busy, but I wanted to go ahead and upload a video because it's really important for me to keep the content flowing. Thank you so much for those who support my channel, for every of those bands and artists out there that keep sending in their stuff. Remember, Raise Your Horns Radio will play all unsigned heavy music. Punk, rock, if it's even country, I don't care. Makes me bang my head, I'll fucking play it. Alright, today, let's talk strats. I know, most people don't really associate Fender Stratocaster with rock, metal, but I think you might be poised to see that a lot of tone that comes out of some of the big names in hard rock and metal, they use classic strats or Squires or offshoots of them. So what I've got here, we're going to take a look at a few strats. We're going to take a look at a Squier vintage modified. We're going to take a look at a Squire made in USA. I know, so cool, eh? An American made Squire. It was made for a very limited amount of time because of the factory that burnt down in Korea, but we'll get to that in a little bit. First up, we have got it's a Fender, and it is a 60th anniversary edition. Check out the beautiful plate cover there, the diamond. It's got what's called a Blizzard Pearl finish on the body. It's absolutely gorgeous. Maple neck, absolutely gorgeous. 21 fret. There you go, early 2000 made. Upgraded tuners on it, classic original bridge. Now, this is what I want to talk about. Stock, most strats give you the twang. I personally have come accustomed to enjoying the twang. However, some people don't like that. And for hard rock, you need to have more of a scooped tight. That's why a lot of people like to use humbuckers. So, what I've done is I have replaced the bridge pickup with a higher output style pickup. Think of it like a humbucker squish into the slot of a pickup. This is a Hot Rails offshoot, and it is a very high outputted pickup to give you something that'll be great for hard rock. So you can modify a Strat to sound good for hard rock or metal. I've also got a blended tone knob. Now, let me explain what that means. What it means is, if you've got the tone all the way up, you're going to get the full output of the pickup. As you start to roll it back, you're going to blend whatever pickup selection you have, you're going to blend that position with whatever pickup configuration you've wired it to. In this case, it's the neck pickup. I personally like to have a little bit of a neck accompanied with the bridge pickup for some extra warmth. That's just a personal preference. You don't have to do that, but it's what I like. The gear that I'm using for this is a Vox MVX 150H. Stay tuned for the gear review on that. I've got a VHT D-Boost pedal for clean boost. I've also got a analog delay running in the effects loop. I've got a Joe Bonamassa wah pedal, and I'm miking this with an SM57 running into a Focusrite, and I am using the Reaper DAW system. The post effects that I'm using is just a top high end and low filter just to clean out, make it sound a little bit more mid-pushed. Okay, let's go ahead and see what this thing sounds like on the bridge position for some hard rock and metal. as you can see, you can get awesome tones. My problem with the pointy guitars, and I know I'm going to get, I know I am going to get some horrible messages for saying this, but the pointy guitars and your usual suspects, the Ibanez, the Schecters, the new Solars, Chapman, they're all great. However, I personally feel like they're missing character. Again, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate mail for saying this. The purpose of this video is I wanted to prove that the OGs, okay, like Fender, for instance, it can still deliver. You don't need, I find so many guitar players are embarrassed to admit that they like playing classic Gibsons or Fenders. Don't. Play it. Enjoy it. Okay? Sometimes when something's created, it's meant to be one time made. It is what it is. Like Leo Fender hit it out of the park. Something that was made in the 50s still holds up till today. I don't know if I can say that about some of the new brands. Just saying. So this is how a modified Strat will sound. Okay? Let's go plug in a Squier USA and let's hear what a stock sounds like without being modified for rock. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. This is my 1990 made in USA Squier. These are very hard to find. They're built, in my opinion, at least equivalent to a Mexican, if not comparable to a USA Fender. These were made in the American factory when the factory in Korea burnt down. So it happened in '89 till about, I think, the summer of 1990 these were made. If anybody else has the facts, leave it down in the comments section. I have not modified anything with this. It came with the stock pickups. These ones are not flat pull, okay? It's got some nice spank and twang to it. However, the secret, I'll let you guys in on a little secret with these Strats, okay? The secret with a stock is you can get it to sound warm and tight. You have to play with the tone and the volume a lot more than you would with a humbucker. A humbucker, yeah, you can roll back the tone and stuff for that kind of like Gary Moore woman stuff. But generally, it's just Ace Frehley style, roll it on up, and you can use your volume for solo boosts. When it comes to a Strat, especially with high gain and overdrives, you really got to pay attention to your tone knob and the volume output. Okay, single coils, contrary to what some people think, they are actually run medium to high output at times. And because they are a lot more, it's a smaller configuration than a humbucker, you need to understand that they get overpowered. So to compensate for that and get a lot more of a hiss or a spank, you have to roll back your tone and your volume. So that's what I've done here. I've got my tone knob rolled back to about a 6.5. The volume I've got, for this particular pickup, I've got it on about a 9. So why don't we go ahead and let's see what it sounds like with a more traditional style of Strat. You can see that it'll still sound really good for hard rock and metal. sounds ridiculous for a Squire. If you can find one, good luck. They're really hard to find, and I didn't pay. I mean, I had to pay a pretty penny for this. Like, I paid $6.50 Canadian. Exactly. I know some people might think I'm crazy, but you got to play one for yourself. It was an unfortunate thing with the factory burning down, but it created a very unique situation. If you can find a made in USA Squire, I highly recommend. They're highly, highly, highly revered. Highly revered. And if you can find one, they're really rare. So everything on this is stock original. The tuners are original on it. Bridge, pickups, tone knob, 5-way selector switch, back, everything. Not too bad of a shape. Not too bad. And you can even see that the tuners say Fender on them. It's ridiculous. Like, this thing is one hell of a value. So let's go ahead and hear the neck pickup on this. So you can hear what the pickups sound like, again, for some of those liquid kind of rock solos. So that was a more traditional style of Strat. Okay, last in line is a Squier Vintage Modified 1970s style, and those are also highly revered. I replaced those with these Lawler pickups. The purpose of this next guitar is to show you how you can get more of a vintage sounding rock. Something that'll give you a lot more of that kind of upper range twang for some of that kind of Ritchie Blackmore kind of sound. Eric Clapton, Jimmy Pagey kind of tones. So, pop a cold one, sit on back. We got another segment coming on up here. See you guys back in a real second here. All right, everybody, welcome on down back here for the last segment. This is a Squier vintage modified 70s made in Indonesia. Phenomenal. If you can find one of these, I highly recommend it. The neck on this thing plays like absolute butter. It's a lacquered neck, which is very hard to find these days. And it's got a 1970s oversized headstock. You get a little bit more of a beefier tone out of this because you have some more wood to play with. So I've got the Lawler Dirty Blonde set made in USA. You guys, these are flat pole. If you guys get a chance to check them out, go ahead and do so. They are amazing, amazing, amazing pickups. Can't say enough about them. They play like a custom shop Fender branded pickup. In fact, they even sound better. So it's original. It came with a Fender branded bridge and 21 frets, original classic vintage tuners on it, and it just plays like butter. It's even got the skunk stripe on the back. So let's go ahead and hear what this thing sounds like. These are insanely hot pickups. You're going to see right away there's a lot more upper twang. That's just the way that they are wired. I've got my tone to about a 9 on these, and my volume's going to be at around an 8-9 on them. Okay, let's go ahead and hear what this thing sounds like for some of that classic metal sounding. All right, let's go ahead and check it out. This thing just nails that classic 70s, even early 80s stuff. And you can also get some of that stuff that comes out of the 90s and 80s too on this. It's just, it sounds really, really good. You can get some of that Eric Johnson kind of tone out of it too, which I really dig. thing just roars. So, again, the purpose of this video was to just don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed to play the classics. That's all I'm saying. I've been meaning to do this video for a really long time because I see so many of these upcoming guitar players, even people who've been playing like me or even longer, and they're just like, wow, the new trend is these pointy, shiny guitars, and they're detuned. There's nothing wrong with playing the classics. Okay, I'm being sincere here and honest. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate mail for it. It is what it is. The bottom line is, the classics is what started it all. Everything else is just an iteration. Les Paul, Strat. You're going to tell me that those are not the most emulated, copied style variation? Come on, you know what it is. So, anyway, thanks again for stopping on down back to my channel. New and exciting things always coming from the Axe Slinger. I had a lot of fun. You guys have been awesome. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button. Share this channel with all of your friends. New and exciting things always coming down back from the Axe Slinger here, okay? All right, everybody, stay safe out there. And remember, shit happens when you party naked. Axe Slinger out.